All right. Hey, YouTube, I'm Lucky, and there's a new hand cannon in Destiny 2. It's called something new. It's arriving right now with the Solstice event. It's a 120 RPM hand cannon, so it's a little bit slower fire, more range than the other archetypes. Its rolls are not necessarily the most jaw-dropping or interesting, but I do think there is a roll of it that will be worth grinding for and playing some Solstice. So let's go ahead and go through this right now. We've got something new. We're going to compare its base stats. You can see we've got the range, stability, handling, reload, aim assist, airborne effectiveness is actually pretty high for 120, and we can compare it to the other primary slot 120s, kinetic slot 120s. We've got the True Prophecy here, which is a fan favorite for the kinetic slot in PvP. And then the Steady Hand from Iron Banner. You can see the stats are pretty comparable. The perks on the other 120s are a little more desirable though, so I will throw that out there. But if we were to grind this, we'll start off from the beginning. You do have this new Dreamwork Origin trait. We don't know exactly how this works or how effective this will be, but it seems to be pretty tantalizing. We've got once per reload, assist, or assisted final blows. Partially refill from reserves, potentially overflowing the magazine. So if you get an assist or you reload at one point in time, you'll just get a bigger magazine, which will be nice because it only has 8 in the magazine, which is pretty standard for these 120s. You'll see the Steady Hand also has 8, and the True Prophecy has 9, so it's got one more. So that should be pretty nice, and it should actually synergize well with the small magazine of 120s. As far as the first perk column goes here, there's nothing that's that crazy. Probably the best perk in slot is Harmony. If you haven't used like Harmony weapons or a Harmony playstyle, you may not be used to this, but it's actually really strong. If you get a kill with a different weapon, for example, like Lord of Wolves, like you're running around with Omni like a crazy crackhead in Trials, like everyone is doing these days, and you get an Omni kill, you'd swap to this weapon and it would have 20% damage increase and 15 handling for 7 seconds, which, if some people are low resilience, would actually allow you to 2-tap them. So keep that in mind. So it'd be a very lethal weapon after you get a kill with like a Lord of Wolves or Jotun or Shotgun or any energy weapon, because this is going to be in the kinetic slot. So keep that in mind. That'll probably be the best perk in slot from everything I see here. That'll be the most fun to use. These 120s have, keep in mind, they have really poor handling and they have really poor reload speed. So when you get perks for them, you really want to spec into that more than anything. And if you can have the option to 2-tap, that's always really nice. But usually you can only 2-tap with like a big damage boosting perk like Kill Clip, but Harmony will be right on the edge there. Unless people have like 100 resilience, you'll be able to 2-tap them. So keep that in mind. And move on to the next perk column. Really, the best thing in this is either Wellspring, which will give you your abilities upon kills, which should be pretty nice because you're going to get, if you have Harmony proc, you're going to get Wellspring, you're going to get those kills, get a good amount of abilities from kills with this weapon, or Ensemble if you are holding hands with your teammates, like in Trials, like a lot of people are doing these days, especially if you're running around. Again, like you see a lot of Omni Hunters and stuff holding hands anyways because they're going invis together. You might find some viability to Ensemble, but you don't really see this perk used very much in PvP. So more than likely, I would say Wellspring and Harmony are going to be the god roll. And we're going over specifically more of a PvP god roll over more than anything. As far as magazine goes, I'd probably go with Ricochet rounds. Although I said it's definitely tempting to get something like appended mag so you can get a bigger magazine. So keep that in mind. Those are definitely good options there. Usually I just go with Ricochet for hand cannons, but with such a small magazine, appended would actually be pretty nice. And then I'm going to choose Fluted Barrel for the god roll of this one, just because the handling is going to be really poor without it. The Harmony will make it nice, but if you're rocking it at any point in time without Harmony proc, the handling is going to feel really rough. So you probably want that. And then as far as the masterwork, we'd probably go like handling masterwork or maybe reload speed masterwork, something so it can reload a little bit faster because these 120s are pretty brutal. Stability is also a really good option. You could go range even too. Like there's really no like bad masterwork by any means, but just basically complement the things that you don't already have with this weapon. So that is the God Roll guide, in my opinion. This would be the one I would be searching for. We've got a Harmony, Wellspring, maybe even Ensemble roll. Pended Mag, Ricochet rounds, always really good. Fluted Barrel, really, really good. Probably the best barrel. You want that handling. And then we'll go with something down here to help complement that handling, reload speed, or even stability masterwork. Especially helpful when using this weapon inside PvP. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. See you in the next one. Later.